My content is for 13 and up, or adult collectors of the product.
HASBRO, what are you doing? Hey everyone, subscribe if you are new here with bell notifications on. Hey, we also did a part 2 video to talking about a lot of the issues with HASBRO and do better HASBRO. I thought this is pretty much relevant for any video just going forward, just to plug it because it makes sense, right?
Alrighty, we're going to be going over each of them one by one. The price for this is supposed to be the same as Cutie from before, except if you are in Canada. If you are in Canada, then it sucks. But for this 2-pack, we have Chain Poseidon and Ambush Nihog. Both of these are new HASBRO exclusives, though the recolors are like split around. Ambush is supposed to be left spin, and yeah, so the plastic-free packaging. Oh, 4-in-1. Yeah. We've heard this before, right? Like this is not we've heard this before. We're gonna see a look at the back of the box now for the stuff. So now there's the image of the back. The biggest thing to know with QS is that with QS, it's basically just hypersphere attachments, like for the shape, but you can kind of see a little closer there. You got tapered, you got diagron. Performance tips don't really look too special. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see anything too crazy with this stuff compared to before. We get a better look at Ambush, which looks very goofy, though I would probably feel this is more towards the attack side than defense. I'm not really too impressed by it, to be honest. Poseidon looks interesting. But as far as the part choice, you know, we just talked about it, but let's try to take a closer look at each of the bays, and I'll try to give my thoughts on them properly now. So for the chain, right? Chain, I like the Poseidon design. Obviously, I'm just going to be thinking of Neptune whenever I see it. As far as Chain goes, Chain has no hope at all because, I mean, Chain was not good to begin with. I was just mediocre for BU, right? So for here, I'm not expecting anything at all. Just even worse, I would say, probably, because it's all going to be hollowed out in a mess. The paint job's still not looking too hot. I kind of like the beard thing or whatever they're trying to do with it, but design-wise, like, nothing really there to say. We already know the modifications they've done to this stuff. Ambush, that's the one that looks like Lucifer, or Lucis. I can kind of see what they were going for. It's very hard to really see. Again, Ambush to me is definitely going to be something that's for the attack. It's so hard to make out what it looks like. Like, this is even worse than that red Kerbeus core. Like, it was really hard to make out if it was not for the lighting. Ambush is not having good. Ambush is literally, they took the top part of the end, and then after that's the blade. That's the blade. Yeah, Ambush, I'm not I shouldn't expect anything at all. They call this defense. That's not defense. That is not. They won't convince me that's defense. I don't know. Maybe attack. Maybe, right? Ugh. Then after we have Ambush Achilles and Gambit Dragon, a big thing that I'm noticing here, if you've noticed our videos when we went over the models and that type of stuff, if you've noticed, the Zeal is not dual spin. And I thought Fierce would be. Fierce would be like the right side or whatever. I was wrong. It is not, and we're going to see that afterwards. So for Achilles, unless they decide to do another, I'm expecting just pure left spin for this. So this is even worse than Astral from before. Not really looking good if you're an Achilles fan and you wanted a dual spin, which is really sucks how they've had to modify the cores to where they just kind of skip out on it. Either way, that's the back of the box. You have Karma and you have Aquilon Dash, I'm pretty sure. What is that? Spiral, Zephyr, and then after the attachments. One of them, that's supposed to be Charged Metal, obviously. The other one, God knows what. God knows what that's supposed to be. The blade looks pretty thick. I mean, some of these blades still look pretty thick. It really just depends weights and how hollow. Even for HASBRO only, it's not really looking too crazy just because all these modifications aren't a good thing. And if it's really hollow and doesn't have too much weight, I'm not expecting much. Wow, that blade curves exactly like that disc. I'm just noticing that. Yeah, either way, you can hear in my voice, I'm not vibing with this stuff. I mean, the recolor, hey, obviously the recolor looks very nice in terms of the color choice, not the paint job. The paint job is terrible. That means now we have, like, how many chances do they have now? They have Nihog, Achilles, and Basilisk. So they have 3 chances for a good left spin core. 3. Do you think they're gonna do it? Because like left spin has been sucking, and not even if we did have pretty good, wouldn't matter too much. But it's just like it's the matter that counts for how they do this. Moving on now to Gambit. Very sad about how Gambit was handled. The paint job is absolutely terrible, and I really hate how there's no bound gimmick, but they pretended to put the mold. Why did they mold that in? I don't even get that. Like someone explain. Why would they mold that? Like, I'm pretty sure it'd make more sense not to have it. I don't even know why is it painted like that. So unrecognizable. So no, obviously the gimmick where the thing slides and makes the oval shape is not there. I would say stamina, but I'm honestly, I'm not even sure. I don't know. Maybe in QD only it can slap Cyclone or something, but you already know my thoughts on this stuff. Moving on from there is the last one, which is Hydra Kerbeus, and then after Fierce Basilisk? Yeah. New exclusive. It's easier to see the avatar, not the avatar, the thing on there than it is on here. I don't even know, did we see Basilisk in the app? I don't even think we did. Wow. So, but Fierce just looks like a left spin roar. That's, that was I was expecting. I feel like a lot of this exclusive stuff is just based on something, like Ambush is just based on the end. Like Basilisk is basically just a variant of roar. I'll let Hydra slide, because Hydra at least feels unique enough, but it kind of feels like the Super King thing all over again. The back. Alright, now closer look at the thing. What is it? That's QQ and Sequex. What is that? Gyro? I think that's Spiral. Well, the attachments are weird. Is that charging? No, it's balance. This looks so odd. It does look pretty thick, so maybe it's at least better than Roar for stamina, so QD can have something for left spin stamina. And then after, what's the other one? How does that look? Looks really odd, but... So maybe if they're heavy enough, I don't know, maybe kind of attack. I'm not too... I'm trying to... Like, listen, I'm trying to be as fair as possible, because obviously we have to wait till I do the testing as well. Whoa, that looks ugly. Why don't they paint it? I can't make out anything of the core. Like, I like the pink and the green. That's a fine color choice for the thing, but then... So if I was painting the middle, I guess I would try to make that thing green. I'm trying to think. I don't know what's the obsession with gold in general, just how they do it. The shape of it, at least, so far this is the only one that looks the most promising for QD only, or even in general, I would say. Also hilarious. If you've noticed, there's barely any actual new parts, not counting the armor tips. There's no, they're not even making any QS discs. The only one we know so far is on the Xiphoid. Is that transparent? Oh, it is. Well, the shape of it, no. I'm trying to think. They're trying to do that Super King shape, but like, I don't know if I wait. But even the Super King thing is not that consistent. So I'm assuming probably the same. Damn. So most of this is kind of clapped, huh? I mean, Fierce at least has something to it, right? So yeah, I've tried to be as fair as possible towards this stuff. Alright, final thought as we're wrapping up. Don't be surprised if there's some Bay Team, Bay Masters, or Blader Ken, whatever, right? Because we already know how their advertisements work. Well, they'll just make up whatever just to sell you the product. Please don't fall for it. Make your own judgment if you want to get something or not get it. Obviously, when we get it, we're going to go through all the testing process. I'm not really too crazy about this stuff. Releasing December 1st, so if it appears sooner, sick. If not, whatever. Yeah, I think I would say pretty balanced for what I've been saying. And make sure to check out our store. It is an optional way to support the channel. Greatly appreciated. At least we can know that ending off the year, we'll have a balance of Hasbro releases and TT, even if TT will be the more exciting out of the bunch. And that's going to be it for now. Want to say thank you for watching. And yeah, more updates coming soon. We're going to do our best with this stuff. It's very crazy just to see all of it, really. But yeah, aside from that, I'm ending it there. So thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.